What's going on, guys? This is 15 scariest things caught on surveillance footage. Here we go.
A woman in the ceiling. In 2009, an actor by the name of Joe Cummings uploaded a video to YouTube that gave at least 10 million people chills. While Cummings is an actor, he has made many claims that everything in this video is true and was not set up in any way. Cummings had been hearing strange noises at night for several weeks, and a lot of his food was coming up missing. Cummings originally put the camera up to catch his girlfriend sleepwalking or simply lying to him about rummaging about his apartment at night. The camera was set up in his kitchen and kept on all night, and what he found the next day was truly nightmare-inducing. In the video uploaded by Cummings, it starts off with the homeless woman dropping down from some type of vent or cubby near the ceiling. That alone would be enough to scare anyone. Her thin lips dropping from the upper right corner of the screen. However, things start to get terrifying in a more realistic way. The woman starts eating food and eating peas in the sink. At one point during the night, Cummings gets up to get a drink, and the woman darts behind a couch or chair to better hide herself. Once Cummings heads back to bed, she continues her routine before hopping back up into the cubby. Perhaps even more chilling is the few seconds of footage at the end of the video where Cummings wakes up the next morning for breakfast and to take down the camera. Completely unaware of the woman as he lived his daily life, Cummings claimed that as soon as he saw the footage, he left his apartment and called the police, who removed her. She had set herself up a small living area in the cubby, which was actually a small loft intended for storage. While there are many claims out there that the video is faked, it's still very unsettling to think of the possibility of someone living in your home without your knowledge. Number 14, Screaming Spirit. In 2003, many guests staying at the Wingate Hotel began calling into the front desk and
every
complaining
time I
that
be
there were
on,
screams coming from
every
a
time I
certain room.
see
Room 209
my
to be
videos,
exact.
it's like
Apparently,
my
no
voice
one was
is
booked in
just
that room, so security
like,
worker was sent to see if maybe someone had broken in. The security footage catches the security worker approaching the door, and a woman screaming can be clearly heard.
Someone check into that room. There should be nobody in there. Wait 1 second, John. Amy, are you there? Yeah, John says he hears the screaming coming from that room. And I hear it too.
He knocks on the door several times, but there is no answer. The security manager tells this worker, John, to wait for the police to arrive. However, the worker enters the room anyway. After he opens the door, the screaming comes to a complete halt. Once he enters the room, a white ghostly apparition can be seen moving from the doorway and then disappearing. John reports to the security manager that no one is in the room, but the furniture has been flipped and the carpet ripped up. John urges for the police to be called. Even the manager claims to be scared before the footage ends.
Man, that's scary.
I know, right?
I'm personally freaked out now.
There's no history with this hotel, or even particular room being haunted before this. Number 13, Alien Abduction. A paranormal investigation TV series from the late 90s known as Paranormal Borderlines featured a story about an alleged alien abduction caught on surveillance camera. The footage was sent in with a letter that provided a brief explanation of the footage. The footage includes 4 black and white blocks of video. In the top right square of footage, there is a worker who exits a gate of some sort. In a flash of light and a camera glitch, he disappears. The tapes continue to run normally, with no sign of the employee for more than 2 hours. Around 1 a.m., the tape exhibits the same behavior as before, and the employee is returned outside the gate lying in the fetal position. He pukes, stands up appearing dazed, confused, and imbalanced before he walks out of the shot. The letter claims that this employee didn't remember anything about this event, or even his alleged alien encounter, but after the incident, the employee did quit his job and move far away, never to be heard from thereafter. The episode of Paranormal Borderlines also brought in professionals to examine the tape's authenticity. While the pros do claim that this could be the result of someone taking advantage of common camera malfunctions, those glitches are not faked. Number 12, Violent Spirit. The happenings in this video are pretty self-explanatory. The original video was uploaded in 2013, and it features a man walking down a hallway of an unidentified building. As he is walking, a dark figure appears in front of him.
A dark figure, yo, that's so goddamn.
Seemingly by the spirit. towards the
Oh
end of the
my
hallway,
god,
two
yo,
or three
that's so
meters before he
scary.
let go and runs in the opposite
He
direction.
literally dragged him.
Certainly terrified.
I don't even know what he's about to do next after that. I don't even know.
Many have made the argument
That is
that
so,
the way his feet
that is
move
so
as he's
scary.
drugged
I mean,
would make it impossible for him to be pushing himself. It's a pretty chilling thought to imagine yourself walking down a hall, minding your own business, before being pulled to the ground and drugged
right,
forward by
pulled
immense
to the
strong
ground.
force. Consider that
You
fact
walking
to
down the
probably
hallway and
cannot be
pulled
the
to the
source of your
ground.
attack,
Wow,
and it makes for a very
that
traumatic
gives me
experience.
chills.
Number 11, the tutorial ghost. In October 2010, a man was recording a tutorial for his illustration class. He was in his kitchen as to have more counter space available. As he explained the different materials he was using, in the background you can see a cabinet door slowly open, without a sound. By this point in the video, you're not even paying attention to the tutorial, as you're completely focused on the cabinet door and what may happen next. The small door slams shut, and the YouTuber, Ben Ivy2, is startled. He turns back to check out the scene, possibly thinking there is some kind of vermin in the cabinets. Once he realizes there's nothing in there, he runs to the camera to inspect what just happened. This is the type of casual ghost activity that probably happens to us in everyday life that we don't even notice.
Right, that
Number
happens
10,
everyday
Baby
life.
Watcher. On October 5th,
I don't even notice
2014,
this.
a very
This
strange thing
I'm
occurred
sorry for
during
my
a
language, but
burglary
this
in Houston,
gives
Texas.
me chills. I
A man
mean,
broke
like,
into a couple's home
everyday
and robbed
life,
them. However,
guys.
he got
Y'all have to live
distracted.
with this. I mean,
Surveillance footage from inside the home
every
showed
day
the
is gonna
burglar
be
going
like
into the
some
nursery and
ghost
watching
gonna
the
appear
baby
into
sleep.
your house.
He did
It's
not
not
just
gonna
casually
kill you.
check
I
to see
mean,
if the
like,
infant was still
it's just
asleep.
gonna
He literally
scare
stood
you.
in
That's
place
the
for
only
several
thing that
moments
it's
and
gonna
watched.
do.
He left the child unharmed, fortunately, but nothing can change the
I
minds of the
hate
parents who were
ghosts.
left
I mean,
completely
like, ghosts
disturbed
is the
by a man
worst
silently
thing
breaking into
you
their
ever,
home and watching their baby. The man
wow, I
stole
mean, like,
$60
it's so,
worth of cash
I
and
mean,
also
it's
took a
so
laptop. He later dropped the laptop in the neighbor's
defiant.
yard,
I
though,
mean, like,
so this whole
I
ordeal
hate
seemed
it.
kind of pointless. In fact,
I
the
hate it
only
in the
thing anyone got
passion.
out of this was the couple probably
Ghosts.
learned a
I
valuable
mean, like,
lesson about
you
protecting their
once you
family
see an
and more
open
than likely
cabinet,
invested in
you're
a
gonna be
better
like,
security
what's
system.
going on? It's a ghost in my
Number
house?
9,
You better
guy
leave
catches
it
a creeper. The following story was submitted to Reddit by user CoolV. In 2008, CoolV purchased an AV transmitter and receiver in an attempt to get cable in his bedroom without having to pay extra to his
This
company.
better not be
He
no
started the
creep
process
that's
of setting
gonna
the box up, but
creep
was
on
having
somebody,
no luck.
like creep
Eventually,
on somebody.
though, a signal started to come
Cause
through. A
if
very
it
grimy,
is, I
fuzzy
mean,
scene of a bedroom appeared on his TV. He soon realized that the AV box wasn't even on yet, so he was confused about the signal, but continued to watch. CoolV told his family about the bedroom scene on the TV. They all concluded the
why
AV
is it the
box was picking
bedroom
up signal
scene?
from a camera set up nearby, possibly at a neighbor's house. The family kept
A
an eye on
neighbor's
the
house?
happenings until
Y'all
someone
creeping
finally
in
entered
somebody's
the room
neighbors?
at 6 p.m. that night. It was their neighbor, and they all joked that the camera was probably set up for sexual reasons, or to catch the other cheating. However, things got weird as time went on. The family only randomly tuned in to watch the camera to see if it was still set up. They found out the neighbors were having renovations done and assumed maybe the camera had to do with the team working in their home every day while they were out. One day when watching the men work, however, a plumber began sifting through the bedroom's drawers, underwear drawers, and things like that. He stood up and approached the camera, adjusted some things, then put it back in its place. It was clear that this plumber was the one who set the camera up. CoolV's dad went to their neighbor's home that night and showed them the camera. He discovered that the creepy plumber had set it up behind a device used to monitor water usage. The couple reported it to the police immediately. It came to light that the man had been coming to their street at night, parking outside of the house, and watching the stream on his laptop of the neighbor's.
Wow, you parking? Wow, what a creep,
He would
yo.
often walk past the car, but didn't think much of it. Number 8. Brutal officer shooting. In January 1998, Andrew Brannon was speeding down the road at about 100 miles per hour when he was pulled over by Officer Kyle Dinkheller. As soon as he was stopped, Brannon rushed towards Dinkheller in an aggressive stance, and Dinkheller was forced to pull his gun. He also shouted, "I am in fear for my life," likely in an attempt to warn Brannon he may have to shoot. Brannon and Dinkheller got into a heated argument of some sort before Brannon rushed into his truck to retrieve a rifle. He charged at Dinkheller and shot at him. By the end of this bloody ordeal, Brannon had been shot once in the stomach, while Dinkheller had been shot a total of 10 times. Dinkheller died on the scene, and Brannon took off. Thanks to his plate number, he was arrested the next day, charged without incident, and sentenced to death. However, as of 2013, Brandon has still not been executed for his crimes. When he was questioned about why he killed the 22-year-old officer, he responded,
22-year-old, wow.
Number 7, Vatican Ghost. A 19-year-old college
Y'all don't
student
know
took a
if
trip to
people
Europe
on the
and
real,
found some strange footage on his video camera after he got home and reviewed the memories of his trip. While visiting the Vatican, he had his video camera out to get a good shot of inside the St. Peter's Basilica. In a few frames of the shot, a bright orange or red figure can be seen hovering in the air. It seems like a human figure wearing a cloak or loose sheet, but it moves more mysteriously than that. In a later shot, the figure is still seen there, but in a much lower location, closer to the ground. The student claims that he did not see this in person, only later when he was going through the footage. Some people saw this as a sign of the presence of St. Peter, or even Jesus Christ himself, while others saw it as a darker and more evil presence. The truth is up for those who believe. Number 6, Kitchen Poltergeist. The video of a very violent poltergeist was uploaded by user Mellowbird in 2011. He claims that this footage was taken from inside his severely haunted home. He would come home often to a kitchen totally destroyed. He set up the camera to see what was going on while he was away, and he found something so chilling. Most of us would pack up right away,
you need to put your camera down and see what's going
now
on.
has a very popular channel with a huge chunk dedicated to his haunted
don't
home.
think
He got to be
ghosts-
pretty brave to stay in a home filled with violent and angry spirits that are strong enough to throw furniture, but he has done it for his viewers to be entertained and more informed. This particular footage is a great example of just how strong and terrifying this haunting is. In fact, many of his viewers claim that the thing haunting his home is not a ghost at all, but a very powerful demon. Number 5, St. Louis Dormitory Ghost. This is the type of ghost footage that could very well be fake, but that you still shouldn't watch alone at night in your room, staring at your lit computer screen as you fall through pages of YouTube videos. But being the channel we are, we're providing you with this anyways. The original video, uploaded in 2006, claims that this was taken by a camera left unintended in the dormitory. You are left staring into the dark distance, wondering what will pop into sight at any moment. A female figure seems to focus into the shot.
Guys,
There,
this is
probably
really
staring
creepy.
you down, or so you feel.
I never
Eventually the
watched
figure disappears.
any
Real
of
ghost or
this.
not,
Amazing what
cameras can
other
catch
YouTubers
sometimes.
do.
It's even
Like
more amazing how they can make
KB.
you feel.
I call it
Number 4,
KB, but
attacked in her own home in Millburn,
KB.
New Jersey,
He's
sometime
very
in
good, and
2013.
he's good.
A father
He's scared
leaves
of
for
ghosts,
work
and I
and
am
tells his
too.
family goodbye. The mother is left to watch a toddler and infant. As she sits down to watch TV, her day is being observed on a nanny cam. Little does she know, this nanny cam will later aid in catching the man that breaks into her home and brutally beats her. You can hear the back door being broken down before a large man rushes into the room and immediately attacks the mother. He hits her several times in the face, and she nearly passes out on the living room floor as the man runs up the stairs. Just as the mom gains enough strength to get up, the man returns and kicks her in the face and continues to beat her. Before he leaves the house, he drags the mother and throws her down the basement stairs. Eventually, she musters the strength to get up again and leave the basement. She comforts her daughter, checks on her baby, and calls the police. This attacker was found later and charged with attempted murder, robbery, and endangerment to a child. The mother suffered a concussion and explains that she didn't scream throughout most of the attack because she didn't want to scare her daughter anymore or make her daughter scream, which could have led to her being attacked as well. Number 3, Jacksonville Clowns.
Oh, I hate
In late
clowns.
2014,
I hate clowns in a passion. I'm so excited, but what the? I hate clowns. Look at this. This is so creepy.
Surveillance cameras. The victims of these visits claim it's probably just some neighbors having fun. However, the footage of clowns
Neighbors having fun?
from your
No.
porch or tearing
Y'all
apart
should
a
not have
pole,
fun.
glaring
Just
up
stop.
at their clown face is still unsettling. If you're afraid of clowns, you'd probably consider moving, because this is seriously creepy. The clowns never
I'll be
harmed
moving.
anyone and didn't destroy any property aside from the pumpkin. That won't change how truly terrifying these clowns are, though. Number 2,
Jacksonville.
Alyssa
No.
Lamb. The Alyssa Lamb
I
story
hate
has been
those
popular
things,
since the day it occurred, and there's a lot of lore, creepypasta, and conspiracy theories out there that try to explain this strange event.
What is he doing?
Alyssa Lamb was a young college student that went missing and took the internet by storm. Police released footage of her in an elevator at the Cecil Hotel where she was staying, as it was the last time she was seen, and they thought it might aid in her being found. The video is strange. She goes in and out of the elevator, presses multiple buttons for what seems like no reason, talks and gestures as if there's someone in the hallway, and even hides herself in the back of the elevator out of view. As she is doing this, the elevator also begins to malfunction, either from her behavior or something else. As soon as the video hit the internet, people began their speculations, as it is strangely unsettling. Not long after the release of this footage, guests at the hotel began making complaints about the water supply. When the staff checked the water tank above the downtown
like she might have been breaking that elevator or something.
Her clothes and belongings were floating with her, but not on her. An autopsy was delayed several times, but eventually came back with the label of an accidental death, no foul play. From her behavior in the elevator, possible elements of the footage being tampered with, how she got into the tank at all, why the search dogs didn't pick up the scent from the roof, all the way to issues with the autopsy. Alyssa Lam's death has been a marvelous modern mystery. There seems to be no explanation to these concerning questions, and though time goes on, there seems to be no further breakthroughs in this case. Alyssa Lam's life and death has been the inspiration for many TV shows and movies in the past 2 years and in years to come. Number 1, Night Crawlers. This footage is actually so weird and scary, it's a little nauseating.
Guys, if y'all really scared, I mean, like, I know I did this early, I mean, did this late, but, you know, all it is just react to this, I mean, but this is just so creepy.
They're also apparently very tall. This footage is very disturbing with no context, so have a look.
That's creepy.
Got an idea for a top 15 video?
Okay, guys, that is top 15 scariest things caught on surveillance. But, you know, I got pretty good. That was ridiculous. That is just got me chills right now. And if you're watching this at night, y'all better go to your room and just go sleep right away and go, because, you know, mornings will save you. I don't even know what I'm saying, but alright, bye guys. I will see you later.